Ray William Johnson, famous YouTuber and former leader of Equals 3. Ho ho, one could say he's had a rough couple of years since he was on top. Am I right, guys? For some reason, Ray William Johnson keeps dressing up as what I can only assume is Steve or Mr. Rogers, and sitting in a child's room as he roasts millennials who are all very nostalgic for early 2000s internet. I mean, what's not to love about Ray? There's his musical prowess as seen in songs like Mr. Douchebag and Doing Your Mom. And there's also his comedic talent that really shows that what he's doing on TikTok is not a fruitless endeavor. You know, guys, I'm pretty exhausted, but I really don't think there's a more exhausted man on planet Earth than Ray William Johnson. I don't know, something about him just says, I'm tired, make it stop, I want to be relevant without doing anything. Ray might have like 2 million followers on TikTok, but by the transitive properties of clout, of which I am an expert in, Ray is not important. 2 million followers, that's like 2 subscribers on YouTube, worth nothing.
All right, Scotty, you want to get roasted? All right, let's take a look at you, man. Oh my God, I think I speak for everyone when I say, bah! You go outside looking like this? You look like a live-action corpse bride. You look like Lady Gaga, but somehow more effeminate. And why do you feel the need to put on so much makeup, Marilyn Transon? I mean,
man, maybe I shouldn't start out with a clip that ruins his image so poorly. Oof, God. Oh, that's a rough one. Honestly, in some respects, you know, this is just peak early 2000s, peak Ray William Johnson. You know, it might be not good in context, but it wouldn't have been good without context either. Context would not help this clip, okay? Now, Ray even points out that people consented to these jokes, but I didn't really consent to unfunny jokes being put into my eye holes. Like, in the current climate, these jokes look bad. Doesn't matter what the context for the clip is, it's just not gonna look good. It's just not. Don't get me wrong, I'm nostalgic for the early days of the internet too. There's just something so captivating about the wild west of the internet that I miss so ever dearly. But when I look at Ray, it's like, instead of being nostalgic, it's more like I'm watching, like I'm watching a washed up comedian who's, instead of like, you know, doing a timeless set, he's just kind of doing like a replay of his golden oldies.
Have you ever been offended? Have your feelings been injured? Did a tweet from 25 years ago upset you today? Then you or your loved one might be entitled to financial compensation. Call the law offices of Thompson, Ham, and Fuckelstein. Call us toll-free today at 1-800-LAW.
Honestly, Ray, I don't know if these sketches are holding up any more than the jokes are. Did that make anybody laugh? It's not even that the joke is bad. All the joke has all the good components. You know, it has everything you need for a good joke. You know, like, oh, ha ha ha, a law firm is finally capitalizing on people being hurt and offended over offensive tweets that were posted a long time ago. Ha ha ha. People are pulling up old tweets and then judging people based off tweets from a decade ago. We've all made this joke ourselves, right? Like, we've all done this. This has every single part of a funny joke because we laugh to ourselves about the very concept of this. But then Ray tells it and it's not funny. And I actually did spend a lot of time thinking about this, and here's my conclusion. It's not that the joke is unfunny. It's that Ray's delivery is just wrong. Like, you look at the outfit he's wearing in that bit. It's clearly part of the act. But then, you know, the only difference between this outfit and what Ray normally wears is that this one's wrinkly, which really says a lot about Ray William Johnson's style and taste. And that's about it, but that's all I need to say about that. But let's take a look at his musical band that is also, in my opinion, a replay of the golden oldies. It's an animated band called the Upside Downs, which, as you're looking at a clip of right now, might remind you of your favorite Martian. And I'm pretty sure that's deliberate.
Then I can see you're a weakling, so go kick rocks and don't let the door hit you in the ass as you're leaving. I'm telling everyone about it like I just went vegan. I'm talking about,
oh, hey, what you trying to say? Things are gonna change, so you better walk away.
Let's see, it's an animated band with Ray rapping on the vocals, and everybody's waxing nostalgic about how it sounds and reminds them of your favorite Martian. As they say in the old country, I calls it what I sees it. It looks like a spade, therefore it's a spade. So I'm not gonna comment on the animation. The guy's animating on its own, and you know, he's new to it, so I'm not gonna judge him based on his animation skills because that's not fair to him. You know, he needs to spend time learning how to do that. I'm not gonna judge him. But even that, the song's not a slapper. I think we can all agree to that. You know, the musical game has changed quite a bit on social media since he's been at the top of it. You know, the Upside Downs don't really have that X Factor kind of music. You know, what makes them special or different. Your Favorite Martian had the extremely offensive songs that are so offensive that they're still funny today. I don't know how anybody could sit here and tell me that Doing Your Mom isn't funny, because it's hilarious and weird. But what does the Upside Downs have? I'm not saying every single musical act needs to have an X Factor, but what I'm saying is it would make him a whole lot better at what he's doing if he actually got an X Factor. I mean, it's not even like an animated band is unheard of these days. I mean, the Gorillaz have come back in the amount of time Ray's been gone. The Gorillaz are still producing genre-defying music in artistic ways to present music on a streaming platform. That's crazy. I'm surprised no other artist has done that, but they do, and they pretty much nail it. On top of that, animated streamers are mainstream now, so it's not even like any of what the Upside Downs do is unique in terms of what it looks like or how it's being presented. And then on the musical side of things, animated bands like Studio Killers are pushing EDM music forward by producing songs with true messages, interesting subject matter and metaphors, and the music is still just as captivating and catchy as EDM music should be. What do the Upside Downs have? They have Ray. That's an insult, if anything. And the female vocalist is way better. And she should really just pursue her own stuff. I don't know, maybe they're finding their own sound still, but even the Upside Downs are producing comedy music the same way that Your Favorite Martian did. And again, it all just makes it sound like he's replaying the golden oldies. I mean, you in the comments section might say, well, Ray's doing it for fun, Diesel. Why are you mocking him for making a fun TikTok? He's just enjoying himself. And you're right. You're right. I'm probably being a bit rude and sassy, but I just get this air of superiority coming off of Ray. Definitely worse than me, but he feels like he is better than me. Like he wants to be better than me, you know? And it just bothers me. Maybe it's something about the sweater and button shirt combo that his no neck having ass makes me just really annoyed. But you see, like there's something about it, right? Like I'm not crazy here, right? He just gives off an air of something irritates you. Okay? I'm sorry, I just feel it. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Personally, I'm chalking it up to his outfit, but it might be something else.
Is being a social media influencer really as cool as it looks?
Yeah, so I'll be honest with you guys. Influencers live really exciting lives. I mean, the stuff we get to...
Hilarious humor. Never seen that one before either. Again, clever use of perspective. I quite like that. I think it's very interesting, and it shows his prowess as a filmmaker in some regard. You know, at least on the social media aspect of things. I think it's quite interesting as a presentation for a joke. You know, it works. But I don't know why, but, you know, it's just, again, I really think it's the delivery on these jokes where it comes off as, like, instead of sarcastic and charming, you know, instead of being like a sarcastic, funny butthole kind of guy, he's more like a smug, sarcastic, rude butthole kind of guy. People like sarcasm, but people also don't like it when you're a butthole, and you gotta find a way to manage the two, you know?
I'm telling you, she's thick like a Pixar mom. Whoa, whoa.
I will say this TikTok made me chuckle the first time I said it. You know, even a broken clock is right twice a day, and Ray, you were right. Just this TikTok. That's it. One's better than zero. I will say though, it does come off as a bit of fellow kids vibes. It was almost like he saw the Reddit memes about how Pixar moms are dummy thick, and he's like, the kids on Reddit like this, I will make a Reddit song about this, and they will love me because I made a song about it. Wait, guys, I'm gonna show you one image from Ray's next sketch. I'm just gonna show you one image, and I want you to tell me what you think this joke is about, right? Tell me what you think LA comedian man Ray William Johnson is going to make a joke about in this TikTok.
Hey, do you want to hear a secret?
Sure, Timmy. Anything.
I heard a rumor that you have a crush on me.
No, Timmy, of course not. You're 11. That's way too old for me.
Oh, it's a joke about Catholic priest molestation. Who's ever made a joke like that before? Who's ever said that one before, huh? There's not like there's a whole TV tropes page that includes every single instance of this joke ever. And again, I think if a different comedian told these jokes, it'd be funny, but because it's Ray, it just carries a bit of a sour note to it, you know?
Women aren't funny. They're just not. It's science. That comedy. That's hilarious.
Whew. Oh, that's a TikTok we're gonna have to unpack. There's layers to that. I mean, why Putin is a stale meme now, right? We can all agree with that. But if the meme was alive, this TikTok just shot it in the face. Now, excuse me for looking at the screen, but I have to read my notes verbatim for this, because when I saw this TikTok, my mind melted. It exploded. I went, what is wrong with Ray William Johnson? Is he an idiot? Because I think Ray William Johnson might be an idiot. What statement is this joke making? That only men find Wide Putin funny? That's not accurate at all. That women can be funny? And that Wide Putin was never funny? This joke feels like a brand account made it. This joke feels like the type of humor made to placate to the back-patting Twitter people who clap emoji every time someone is epically owned in an inclusive manner. I cannot even begin to dissect how horrendous and unfunny this joke is. Humor is subjective, but on some alchemical, fundamental level, he has broken all the rules and made humor objective, where every human on Earth can join hand in hand and say, no, Ray, you're not funny. And then your delivery just makes it seem like you're a dick, right? Like most of the jokes that comedians tell, even if they're coming off as a dick, like Anthony Jeselnik, his entire thing is that he's an asshole, right? But you watch an Anthony Jeselnik set, you don't really get the idea that he's a bad person. You get the idea that he's playing a character. But when Ray does it, it's more like, yeah, Ray's a dick, and also he thinks he's playing a character, but that's really just all part of the facade, so that way people don't mock him.
Oh, do you really think negative comments bother me? Guys, let me tell you something. If you really think that I get upset every time some 8-year-old types cringe on one of my videos, then boy, have you got a lot to learn.
Woof. Well then, I guess we'll see how this video goes, won't we? Wow, I am very exhausted from this year, and I'm sure everyone else is too. 2020 was really rough, so for those of you who joined the I can't even speak anymore, man. For those of you that joined the channel in 2020 or have been sticking around for a while, I do appreciate it, and thank you very much for joining and subscribing and all that stuff, and you know, just following me and doing my thing as, you know, everything crashes around me and you and everybody else. You know, they say a new year, new you, and I'm definitely really tired. 2020 has made me tired. 2020, really tired. But we'll see, you know, hopefully I can produce more interesting stuff, because I feel like this year I really stagnated with the interesting content. It's really a shame that I couldn't do what I wanted to do and my documentary got put on hold. But, you know, next year I remain hopeful that these things will happen. And, you know, Happy New Year, guys. You know, since I got COVID, I think I can say this. You know, be really thankful for your health. You know, be really thankful for that. You don't realize how important it is until you spend like 3 months sick as a dog. You don't realize, you know, and I definitely take it a lot more seriously now. So from me to you, I say definitely take it seriously. And yeah, guys, I'll see you next year.